Hi, this is Angel again, and welcome to this next episode of using your chest muscles to do exercises. So what do we do with our chest muscles? Very importantly for ladies, you want to have a very firm chest here. So all these exercises will help you to create an illusion of bigger boobs, but actually it's just firming up the whole entire boob. So we will proceed to the next exercise. The first exercise we're going to do is a dumbbell chest press. So this exercise is a very beginner's exercise for you to train your arms as well as your pectoral muscles without adding too much weight. So we'll start with a 1.5 kilograms. And if you don't have a 1.5 kilogram dumbbell at home, you can replace it with a 500 ml liters of a bottle. You can fill up with sand, and it will be equivalent to about 1 to 1.2 kilograms. So that will be sufficient to start. So I'm using a bench today because I have a bench, but if you don't, you can actually stack up 2 mattresses at home and making sure that your leg is on the edge of the 2 mattresses if you don't have a bench. So we make sure that our leg is about a 90-degree incline, and we'll lie down. First, we will make sure that our elbow is pointing to the opposite direction, and try not to flare it up like this first. So your starting point is here, and then you have to exhale and bring it together, and then inhale, push it back. Bring it together and push it back. For this one, you can do 10 repetitions. So to increase the weights of this dumbbell will actually help you to have better strength of your pectoral muscles. But we will start with the 1.5 first, or the 500 ml for 2 hands to start with, to let you get the feel of how your pectoral muscles work. The second exercise we're going to do is the standard push-up that we're going to do for females. So traditionally, the guys will be doing a plank and do the push-up, but for females, we will be locking our knees together to do this exercise. So firstly, we will have to be on our fours, and then we will lock our knees together. And as usual, making sure that our organization of our shoulders are good, and always hold your head up in this position. Always make sure you flex your back up, and your gaze should always face at about here. And we will start by pointing our elbows on the opposite direction rather than flying out to maximize your exercise. And the position of the distance between 2 hands should be about slightly shoulder apart to work out our pecs. And to start the exercise, we will need to exhale to go down. Inhale to come up, exhale, inhale. So when you're doing this exercise, if you have wrist compression problems like me, you can get gloves like these, which has a padding on the palm. And what it does is it actually helps you to bring up the arc of your wrist so that you won't compress too much of your wrist. And another alternative is you can use a towel that's rolled this way. And you have to place your palms onto it like this, and you will have less wrist compression on your wrist. So it will help you to do this exercise more efficiently. Our third exercise for this episode will be the chest flies with dumbbells. And as usual, we will have a 1.5 kilogram dumbbells. If not, you replace it with the 500 milliliters with filled sand. So we will keep our knees apart, about a fist apart as usual. And making sure you lie down and try to have a little bit arc so you know that you have a neutral spine. In good position, just put it on supporting your elbow onto the mat, and as you exhale, you bring it out and as if you're hugging a tree. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So making sure that your shoulders are always down and not shrug it up. So exhale all the time. You come up and put it together. So this will help you to increase your pectoral muscles. So you can do a 10 repetitions and repeat or a second time if you have the strength to do another 10 reps. The next exercise we're going to do is called the interim exercise. So this exercise not only helps you with your pectoral muscles, it also helps with your abdominals as well as your back muscles. And people with tight hamstrings, this can also help you to elongate your hamstrings. So firstly, you have to check if you have good hamstrings here. So we'll do a little bit of a test. You just have to do a roll down, a standing roll down, and see if you can touch the ground with the fingers and try not to bend your knees. If you can't touch, if you're from like here, just do this exercise with a bent knee, all right? So, starting from the beginning position and roll down and slowly crawl. If possible to a straight line and hold for 10 seconds and crawl back. And you can repeat it 10 times. So if you want to challenge yourself, you can count 20 seconds when you hold in the upright plank position and to crawl back slowly. The last exercise is actually a stretch. It's for you to release the tension of your pectoral muscles after doing intensive pectoral exercises. So what happens when you do the stretch is you will elongate the pectoral muscles, therefore you won't get so sore tomorrow. So firstly, we will place our fingers behind and making sure that both of your legs is 90 degrees parallel to the floor. So you have to sit at the edge of the seat. So we place our fingers right at the back and you can lean forward to have a good stretch. Or you can actually hold at the side like this if you have handles like this chair. So lean forward, making sure you don't arc your back like this or you might stress your lower back. So this is the end of our episode, and I wish that you can practice the pectoral muscles at home. There is this misconception that if you do a lot of pectoral muscles, your boobs will become smaller. But the truth is, all these exercises are not strong enough to actually take away our fatty tissues. So if you do it on a moderate basis, it's perfectly normal to firm up the chest, the upper chest here. So it won't take off your boobs, so don't worry about that. So I hope that all these exercises will be beneficial for your chest and hope to see you in the next episode.